Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to guide you through a 30-minute slow flow. You won't need anything at all, just some space on the floor, a mat if you have one, and whenever you're ready, come and join me in a seated position in the center of your mats. So if you just come to the center of your mats and find yourself in a seated position, and we'll just begin by rolling our shoulders back and down. So we're going to do maybe 5 circles backwards, and then 5 circles forwards. Once you've done 5 circles in both directions, just come back to the center. Inhale to lift one arm up, exhale, reach over to the other side. Inhale back to center, switching over the arms, exhale, reach over to the opposite side. We're going to do 5 times on each side, so 5 rotations each side, moving with your own breath, inhaling to lift and exhaling to fold. Last one on each side. And then this time we're going to inhale to come to center, exhale to twist to look over the shoulder. Inhale back to center, exhale to twist and look over the other shoulder. And again, just 5 times, rotating in both directions on each side. Inhaling to find that length in the spine, exhaling to fold and twist and stretch. Last time each side. And then just slowly come onto your hands and knees. So we're going to take the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and we're just going to do 3 cat-cows. So you're going to dip the stomach towards the floor, look up towards the ceiling, finding that curve in the spine, and then exhaling as you round through the back, pressing the ground away, pulling the shoulder blades apart, dropping the head to look at the knees. Inhale to lift and arch. Exhale to round. Last one each way. And then just take your hands to the front of the mat, tuck the toes and press up into down facing dog. Just spend a moment or two finding your alignment. So pressing through the hands, push the crown of the head towards the floor. Find that length in your spine. So pointing the tailbone towards the ceiling. And then think about extending the legs, just pedaling through the feet, alternating from side to side, opening up those calves, those hips, those hamstrings. And whilst you're there, think about pulling the shoulder blades apart so you're creating space across the upper back and creating looseness in the neck so the ears shouldn't be shrugged up around your shoulders, or your shoulders shouldn't be shrugged up around your ears. Take a few deep breaths here, and if you want to, you can also pulse through the arms too. On the next deep breath, start walking the feet in towards the hands, coming into your Uttanasana ragdoll variation. So bend at the knees, feet come between the hands. Draw the chest over your thighs, crown of the head towards the floor, and then just take opposite hand to opposite elbow. And you can swing from side to side, back and forth, up and down, whatever you need to do to get into the lower back, the glutes, and the hamstrings. And then whenever you're ready, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, see if you can fold deeper, and then inhale as you come all the way up. Extended Tadasana, exhale, release, shake it all out. To the front of your mat, set yourself up in Tadasana. So really consider lifting your toes, pressing the feet firmly into the ground and engaging through those legs. Tuck the tailbone under, suck the navel back towards the spine, roll the shoulders back and down, eye gaze forwards. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, And then on the next inhale, lift the hands all the way up above the head, reaching up tall, extended Tadasana. Exhale, hinge at the hips, come all the way down into Uttanasana, forward fold. Again, if you need to, you can bend at the knees, crown of the head towards the floor. Take a nice deep breath in as you find length in the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold deeper. Plant the hands on top of the shins or top of the feet, and as we inhale, we're going to slide the hands up the shins and find our flat back tabletop position. So straighten the legs, send the hips back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, find a nice long neutral spine. Exhale, release. 2 more to go. Inhale to lift and squeeze. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale to lift and squeeze. Exhale, release, and come all the way down into your Uttanasana. Hands are now framing the feet on the floor. On the next inhale, you're going to step the right foot back into a low lunge. So dropping the back knee to the floor, rolling those shoulders back and down, bring the chest through the arms, eye gaze forwards. Find that stretch in the hip flexor. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then on the next inhale, we're going to lift just slightly and twist to the long edge of the mat into ninja pose. This time we're going to lift the toes up and shoot the heel towards the end of the mat, flexing the toes back towards us, taking the left hand on the inside of the left leg, and then you're going to reach with your right hand towards your toes. Nose towards toes, take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale, walk the hands all the way back to the front of the mat, twist around, find your low lunge position again, and we're going to find our steady stance with our foot position as we take our hands off the floor. Inhale to lift the hands all the way up, find your crescent lunge. Exhale, release the hands and circle them around and down, and then inhale again as you lift them up. Exhale to circle down, one more time, inhale to lift them all the way up. Exhale, release the arms to the floor and come back to that low lunge position. Step back to down facing dog. Take a moment there to just pedal the feet out. And maybe even pulse through the shoulders too. From here, we're going to lift our left leg up high to the sky, bend at the knee, take a small hip twist, play around if you want to, open up that hip, and then bring the leg through and come into pigeon pose. Setting yourself up with your nice level hip position, let the right leg goes back, the left knee comes through at a 45-degree angle to the front of the mat. Think about connecting your hip bone to your heel and your sit bone to the floor. If you need to, you can always support the seated sit bone with a block or cushion. Find your hands either side of your legs and then inhale as you press the ground away. Find that stretch in your right hip flexor. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, fold over that front leg. From here, we'll take 3 deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling to release. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly on the next inhale, take the hands back underneath the shoulders. Press yourself up and roll over into a seated position, bringing the left sole of the foot in towards the right inner thigh. Keeping the right leg straight, flex the toes back towards you and square the body off to the right leg. Inhale as you lift the hands up above the head, reaching up tall. Exhale, fold over that right leg into half head to knee pose. Bringing the chest towards the thigh, head towards the knee. Take 3 deep breaths. Exhale. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. And then inhale as you come all the way up, windmilling the arms back, taking the left hand behind the left bum cheek, placing it on the floor behind you, and then inhaling to lift and reach with the right, exhaling to go all the way over into a mini half kneeling back bend. Take a nice deep breath in, find that expansion in the right side body. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way up, taking the hands to the front two corners of the mat and stepping back to down facing dog. We'll take a vinyasa, so inhale, roll forwards to high plank, option to drop the knees if you need to. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to cobra. Always there's an option to do sphinx instead of cobra if your back doesn't like it. And then exhale as you tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. From here, you're going to take your right foot through outside of the right hand and come into a low lizard lunge. So drop that back knee to the floor, reach the heart through the arms, take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then on the next inhale, we're going to lift and twist with the right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release that hand toward the floor and step back to down facing dog. As you exhale, drop the knees to the floor and we'll come into heart melting pose. So untuck the toes and send the hips back towards the heels, but at the same time think about bringing the heart towards the ground. So you don't need to sit on your heels, just think about chest towards the floor or forehead towards the floor. Just feel that stretch as you reach your heart towards the ground. You're melting the body in toward the mat. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way up. Tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. You're going to walk the feet all the way in towards the hands now. Coming into your Uttanasana forward fold at the front of the mat. Heel toe the feet out to the edges of the mat, find your squat stance. And then we're going to inhale as we come all the way up, extended Tadasana, palms together at the top. And as we exhale, we're going to come down into our garland pose. Take a nice deep breath in as you use your elbows against your inner knees to press the legs apart and pull the chest through. Think about keeping the chest high. So rather thinking about how low you can go, make sure you have a nice upright chest position. Roll those shoulders back and down. Tailbone towards the floor, crown of the head towards the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, and just take 5 mini pulses in the bottom of this squat. And then inhale as you come all the way up. Heel toe your feet back underneath your feet, underneath your hips. And then we're going to sit back into chair pose. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale to lift, and then we're going to take the left ankle across the right knee. Bringing the hands to your heart, we're going to sit back now in crouching tiger pose, a balanced posture. So see if you can sit back into your heels, keep that chest nice and high. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. See if you can stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then inhale as you come all the way back up, back to your extended Tadasana, and we're back at the start of the flow, but we're going to repeat on the other side. So exhale as you come all the way down into your Uttanasana forward fold again. We're going to find that halfway lift as we inhale, slide the hands up the shins, send the hips back, straighten the legs, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Exhale, melt forwards. Inhale, halfway lift or tabletop. Exhale, melt forwards. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melt forwards. Plant the hands, and this time we're stepping back with the left foot into that low lunge position. Dropping the back knee to the floor, rolling those shoulders back and down. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale again. And then we're going to swivel around into ninja. So you're going to walk the hands around on the inside of the right foot. Twizzle yourself to the long edge of the mat. Flex that toe back towards you and straighten that left leg. Then you're going to take your right hand against the inside of your right knee and then reach with your left hand towards the left toe as well as your nose towards the toe. So find that stretch. See how low you can go. Take a nice deep breath in. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale, walk the hands all the way back to the front of the mat. Find your low lunge position again. Dropping that back knee to the floor. We're coming up into crescent lunge as we inhale, reaching the hands up high. Exhale, release the hands, circle them down, and then inhale to lift them back up. Exhale, release. Inhale to lift. Exhale, release. Plant the hands on the floor and step back to down facing dog. Press through the hands, pedal through the feet, open up those hips, those hamstrings, and if you want to, take a few pulses through the shoulders. And then on the next inhale, lift the right leg up high towards the sky, 3-leg down facing dog. Take a small hip twist if you want to, and then bring that knee all the way through into pigeon pose. Sliding the left leg back, bringing the sit bone to the floor and the hip bone to the heel. Find that nice level hip position. And once you're there, support yourself with a block or pillow if you need to. Press your hands into the ground, lift the body away from the ground. Find that stretch as you inhale in the left hip flexor. And then exhale as you fold forwards over that front leg. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way up to a seated position, rolling over into that seated position, bringing the left leg out long and the right sole of the foot in towards the left inner thigh. Square the body off to the left leg, flex the toes back towards you. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. Exhale as you melt forwards over that left leg, bringing your chest towards your thigh, head towards your knee. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way up, windmilling the arms, taking the right hand back behind you, placing it on the floor, and then inhaling to lift and reach with the left up towards the ceiling. Exhale, find that mini back bend in that half kneeling position. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale. Feel that stretch in the front side body. Inhale to come all the way up, swivel yourself around and come back to your down facing dog position, and we'll take that vinyasa. So inhale, roll forwards to high plank. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. From here, we're coming into that lizard lunge on the other side. So inhale as you step the left foot outside of the left hand, dropping that back knee to the floor, reaching the heart forwards. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you lift and twist with the left hand up towards the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release that hand and come back to your down facing dog position. Pedal out the feet and just slowly walk them in towards the hands, coming to the front of the mat into your Uttanasana forward fold. Heel toe the feet out towards the edges of the mat, find your squat stance. Inhale as you come all the way up, extended Tadasana, palms together at the top. Exhale as you come back down into your garland pose. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, and this time we're going to add a twist. So taking the left hand to the floor, inhale to lift and twist with the right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release. Plant the right hand back down. Inhale to lift and twist with the left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release. Plant the hands. Heel toe the feet back underneath you. Find your Uttanasana forward fold. Inhale as you come all the way up to extended Tadasana. Exhale, sit back into chair pose, keeping that tailbone tucked under, suck the navel back towards the spine, eye gaze forwards. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale to lift, exhale, release. Bringing the hands to the heart, we're then going to take the right ankle across the left knee. And as we exhale, sit back into crouching tiger pose on the other side. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and see if you can hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to come all the way up, extended Tadasana. Exhale as you hinge at the hips, coming down into your Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to come to your crouch curl position, so squatting down, lifting the heels, nose towards your knees, finding that crouched up position. And then as we exhale, we're going to come back into that Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to crouch. Exhale to fold. One last time. Inhale to crouch. Exhale to fold. This time we're going to inhale to crouch and come all the way down to a seated position on the front, on the middle of your mat, sorry. Legs are stretched out in front of you in staff pose, flexing the toes towards you. Pull the fleshy bits out from underneath your sit bones, and we're just simply going to take a nice deep breath all the way in as we reach up tall. Exhale as you fold over the legs, bringing the chest towards the thighs, head towards the knees for a simple seated forward fold. Hold for 5 deep breaths. Inhaling to find length, exhaling to fold deeper. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way up. Coming back to that staff pose, you're going to take the hands behind you now, fingertips pointing away, and just kind of shuffle them back until you feel a stretch across the top of your chest and into your shoulders. You're going to lift your chest up towards the ceiling, so think about lifting your heart towards the ceiling. You can let your head hang back and just find that stretch. Hold here for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly come all the way back up to your normal seated position. From here, we're going to come into half Lord of the Fishes. So taking the left foot over the right leg, planting the foot down on the opposite side of the right knee. Find that length in your spine as you inhale, hooking the right arm around the left knee. Inhale to lift, exhale to twist to look behind. Hold for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back to center. Unravel the legs and switch sides. So right foot comes over left leg. Plant it down on the opposite side of the knee. Hook that left elbow around that right knee, bringing that chest in towards the thigh. Inhale to lift and find length. Exhale to twist and look over that right shoulder. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale and repeat for 2 more deep breaths. After 3 deep breaths here, you're going to inhale to come all the way back to center, unravel the legs, and we're going to come into reclined pigeon. So sliding the bum down towards the heels, coming onto our backs in a supine position. We're going to take the right foot over the right ankle over the left knee, reach through that hole that we've just created with our legs and around the front of the knee, not behind, around the front. Use a strap if you need to. Come back down onto your backs and then use that right elbow against that right knee to push the knee away as you pull the hands in towards the chest, finding that stretch in your glute. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release, and we'll switch sides. So releasing the right leg, take the left foot over or ankle over the right knee, reaching through that hole as you come up to hook the fingers around the front of the knee, remember, not behind. Come back down onto your backs, bringing that the hands towards your chest and using that left elbow against the inner left thigh to pull the knee away from you, push the knee away from you. And when you're ready, take a nice deep breath all the way in. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. From here, just unravel the legs, take the toes to the floor and take the arms out wide in a T-shaped position. Palms facing down, and we're just going to simply drop the knees all the way over to the left and then inhale to lift and twist the head to look towards the right. You can either let gravity do the work, press down on the outer thigh, or extend that top leg, whatever you prefer. Just stay here for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you lift the knees and the head back to center and switch sides. Exhaling to drop the knees all the way over to the right. Inhaling to lift and twist the head towards the left. And again, pressing down on that outer thigh or extending that top leg if you want to, and holding for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale to bring your knees and your head back to center. Give them one last hug in towards the chest. Maybe massage the lower back, rock from side to side. And if you'd like to stick around for a Savasana, just simply extend the legs. Get comfy on your mat in a supine position. Relax the arms down by your side. Palms up, palms down, yogi's choice. And just take a few deep breaths and let your practice soak in.